And once again, left bundle branch block. All right, there's also a first degree AV block. So I might ask you to find 2 blocks on that tracing. Okay, V1, V2, V3, huge Q waves or S waves, depending on whether you think there's a little R. And V6 is not so good, but V1 has a nice sort of stump-looking QRS, left bundle branch block. Electrolyte abnormality.
Hyper K.
Hyperkalemia. And you can see not only do we have tall peak Q waves, but the QRS is becoming a sine wave.
It's a lot stressful.
The rhythm,
4 to 1.
right, atrial flutter, 4 to 1 block. You see 3 P waves. Perfectly regular. There's several abnormalities here. Where do we want to start? Sinus rhythm, rates 95 or so.
Acute injury pattern.
Acute injury pattern where? Mm-hmm. Anterior septal.
Large Q waves will be in lead 3.
In lead 3. Yeah, it could. I don't think it involves the inferior part, though. I think it's anterior septal. But what's the other abnormality there?
T wave inversion.
No, Q wave. The QRS is long.
It's a right bundle.
Right bundle branch block. Now, if it were a left bundle, you couldn't see that injury pattern really. But right bundle, you still can see ST elevation in the septal leaves there.
Okay. Yes.
Curious. What do we have there? Dr. Naismith, what do you think? Can you see from there?
A little. We got them with the RL was the rate, if I'm right here, is about 75 or so.
pretty much 4 abnormal leads.
V1, V2,
3 and E1.
2 and AVLs.
1 in ABL and V1 and V2, pretty much. Otherwise normal. It's, I think this is a somewhat subtle injury pattern, acute injury pattern or subacute injury pattern involving the lateral limb leads and the septal leads, V1 and V2. You already have some T-wave inversion here, and you have a T-wave inversion here and a hint of a Q-wave. So this may not be day 1 or hour 1. This may be day 2. It may be subacute, but it's an acute injury pattern that you have to be able to recognize, at least subacute injury pattern, in the lateral limb leads and the septal leads. And I don't know why you don't see it in V6 and V5 also, but you don't. But you need to recognize it as an acute injury pattern. All right, and there's one more here. Hard to see, maybe impossible to see. Can anybody see it? Acute inferior injury pattern. And again, we see this reciprocal depression. That one's really hard to see. So anything we didn't talk about that we need to talk about? You know about blocked rhythm, acute injury patterns, we'll have no trouble. Thank you.
Dr. Walton,
Ma'am.
can you review junctional rhythms a little, please? Because I know we had some of those before, and I don't think you showed junctional rhythms.
Yeah.
Did you show some before I got here?
No, I didn't show any.
Okay.
A junctional rhythm, an AV nodal rhythm, can either be, you can see nothing at all in the way of a P wave, just completely flat. Or you can see a very short PR interval, or you can see the P wave in the behind the QRS complex, so it's a little blip in the T wave. The normal rate of an AV nodal rhythm is 40 to 60, but sometimes we see what's called an accelerated nodal rhythm, and it can be fast. So I think the key to recognizing a nodal rhythm most of the time is no T wave at all, but still a narrow complex. See, if you have a narrow complex, it can't be ventricular, and it's got to be either AV node or SA nodes. But I didn't show any of those. Maybe I won't show any of those. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Walton.
So did you get all that on film?
I hope so. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Any parting words for the residency?
The residency, no.
Okay, I didn't think so.